Ava and the Rainbow Party. Ava was a bright and happy little girl who loved rainbows. She always wondered what it would be like to touch one, or to slide down one, or to taste one. She imagined that rainbows were made of candy and that they had magical powers. One day, after a big storm, Ava saw a beautiful rainbow in the sky. It was so bright and colorful, and it seemed to be very close to her house. She decided to follow it and see if she could find the end of it. She ran to the front door and tried to open it, but it was locked. She looked for the key, but she couldn't find it. She heard her mother's voice from the kitchen. "Ava, where are you going?" her mother asked. "I want to see the rainbow," Ava said. "Not now, sweetie," her mother said. "It's almost lunchtime. Come and help me set the table." Ava sighed. She wanted to see the rainbow, not the table. But she obeyed her mother and went to the kitchen. She helped her mother with the plates and forks and napkins. She looked out of the window and saw the rainbow still shining in the sky. She wished she could go outside. After lunch, Ava tried to sneak out of the house, but she was stopped by her brother. He was playing video games in the living room. "Ava, where are you going?" he asked. "I want to see the rainbow," Ava said. "Not now, sis," he said. "It's wet outside. Come and play with me." Ava rolled her eyes. She wanted to see the rainbow, not the video games. But she joined her brother and played with him. She played with him for a while, but she didn't have much fun. She looked out of the window and saw the rainbow still glowing in the sky. She wished she could go outside. Before dinner time, Ava tried to sneak out of the house again, but she was stopped by her father. He was reading a book in his den by the back door. "Ava, where are you going?" he asked. "I want to see the rainbow," Ava said. "Not now, honey," he said. "It's almost dinner time. Come and read with me." Ava frowned. She wanted to see the rainbow, not the book. But she cuddled with her father and read with him. She read with him for a bit, but she didn't pay much attention. She looked out of the window and saw the rainbow still sparkling in the sky. She wished she could go outside. After reading, Ava tried to sneak out of the house one last time, but she was stopped by her dog and cat. They were sleeping by the front door. "Ava, where are you going?" they seemed to say with their eyes. "I want to see the rainbow," Ava whispered. "Not now, friend," they seemed to say with their tails. "It's almost time for dinner. Come and snuggle with us." Ava smiled. She loved her dog and cat, but she wanted to see the rainbow more than anything else. With another sigh, Ava knelt down on the floor and pet her animals. She looked out of the window and saw the rainbow still shining in the sky. She wished she could go outside. She closed her eyes and tried to think of rainbows, but she couldn't. She felt sad. She felt like crying. She felt like giving up. But then something happened. Something wonderful. Something magical. She heard footsteps coming toward her. She opened her eyes and saw her mother standing there. "Surprise!" her mother said. Ava stood up from the floor and saw something amazing. The kitchen was decorated with balloons and streamers and confetti. There were cupcakes on the table and games waiting on the counter. It was a party for her, a party for Ava. Ava couldn't believe her eyes. "What's going on?" she asked. "We wanted to make you happy," her mother said. "We know you're sad you can't go see the rainbow, so we decided to throw you a party." Ava looked around and saw that her mother had made her favorite dinner. Spaghetti and meatballs, her favorite board games, Candyland, Chutes and Ladders, and Hungry Hungry Hippo were set up and waiting to be played. It was amazing. It was wonderful. It was magical. Ava felt a surge of joy in her heart. She jumped up and down and then hugged her mother. "Thank you, Mom," she said. "You're welcome, sweetie," her mother said. She looked behind her and saw her father and brother standing there. "Thank you, Dad," she said. "You're welcome, honey," her father said. "Thank you, bro," she said. "You're welcome, sis," her brother said. She looked beside her and saw her dog and cat now standing there. "Thank you, dog," she said. "Woof," her dog said. "Thank you, cat," she said. "Meow," her cat said. They all hugged each other and laughed together. They had a great time at the party. They ate spaghetti and cupcakes and then played the games. They had so much fun that Ava forgot about everything else. She looked out of the window and saw the rainbow still shining in the sky. She smiled at it and waved. She didn't feel sad anymore. She didn't feel like crying anymore. She didn't feel like giving up anymore. She felt happy. She felt hopeful. She felt grateful. She realized that she didn't need to find the end of the rainbow to be happy. She had everything she needed right here. She had her family and her friends and her pets. She had her home and her toys and her books. She had her life and her dreams and her heart. She had a rainbow inside of her. And that was enough. The end.